Well, that was annoying. Internet went down. Of course that happened. Let's see if anybody shows up and if YouTube actually notifies anybody, because that is great. Incredible. 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 Can someone, Matt, can you link this to the Discord chat, please, to let people know? Matt B, can you put that on the Discord chat? That's your job, officially. We're back. Ay, 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 ay. It's all good. I can hear people working on the street, so I don't know if it's Spectrum people or what, but we are back. So no fear, no fear. Noah says, oy vey. Everybody take a drink and celebrate. Don't forget to like because of the power outage, guys. We're back for a little while. Okay. Anyway, my mom texted me and said that we're having a pizza party tomorrow, which means she's probably watching the live stream, but because it got canceled and I did a new one, she probably doesn't know how to find the new one, so it's all good. She'll figure it out eventually. Pack Racing Team says my power just went out. Weird. Young Excellency says, Jory, where's the watch check at? Well, we're not at 100 people yet. I did one at the original live stream, but not at this live stream. So we got to hit 100 people in this technically new live stream. Do I own any Tritium watches? Yeah, a bunch, dude. My Rolex Date 1500 technically has Tritium. My Rolex 16800 has Tritium. My President has Tritium. The Seamaster 1020 has Tritium. Yeah, a lot of my Omega Speedmaster 25th anniversary has Tritium. A ton of my watches have Tritium. Vince Goodrum, certified T3 bot. Have I seen any pieces from Sangin Instruments? So I appreciate what they're doing. I know it's veteran owned and it has to do with the boys that were banging and sanging Afghanistan, but they look ugly. They're just not watches that I would wear. I think that they're tough. I think, again, good cause, veterans, badasses. But if it's the watches that I think they are, I think they're kind of ugly. Edward Klein says radioactive T3. Jory, why does the Rolex Explorer 2 have paint problems with the numbers on the bezel? Is it fixable without sending to the factory? Yeah, you can send it to someone to paint. It's because it's paint. Paint has problems. Paint, if it's exposed, can get rubbed off. It's not a problem with the paint. It's if you use a watch, like if you use a tough watch in tough situations, inevitably things are going to get rubbed off. That's what happens. Vince Goodrum, certified T3 bot, says, hope life is treating you well. What do I think about the Casio A1000? Well, Vince, life is so far treating me pretty well. Thank you, brother. Let's take a look. The Casio A1000. Ooh, kind of retro. It's literally the 1BVT is literally listed as vintage on Casio's website. Kind of iridescent border on the digital display. Excuse me, I almost said interface. Digital interface. Yeah, dude, I think this is pretty cool. I would actually rock that. It's definitely funky, retro, sci-fi, cool. Go for it, Vince. Podcast stage certified T3 bot. Thank you so much. Big round of applause for Podcast Stage, new member. He is officially Podcast Stage Certified T3 bot. Guys, $4.99 a month, and you literally help me make the 6 pieces of content a week. It is a back-breaking process, and I'm literally filming every day of the week. I do not take any days off for you guys. So thank you, Podcast Stage. For anybody who is a new channel member like Podcast, we're going to go ahead and send a link after this live stream that only the channel members can see. So on your YouTube feed, you're going to get a little post from me, and it's only you. It's only the members can see it, and that'll be a link to the Discord chat, and you can join us all there. And it's just a bunch of hooligans, honestly. Was that a Grandma's Boy reference? What? I do not even know what you're referring to. Danny English certified T3 bot. You freaking rock. You freaking rock. Man, we have 2 channel members. And, excuse me, Danny English certified T3 bot officially for the first time. Allow me to be the first to welcome you. Thank you guys, channel members. Can't do it without you guys. I am very humbled. The T3 army grows stronger. Guys, it's so much fun if you join the Discord chat. We have a section dedicated to memes, sports, the stock market, pictures. We have like a daily watch theme where we post the voice I did a minute ago. Any voices that I do are not in reference to anything else. It's literally just me. And is Grandma's Boy a show or something? Because I've never seen it. Anyway, we have like a daily watch theme section. We have a car section. We have just whatever you might be into, we have a section for it there. Food, for sure, food. And anime. Well, movies, but I pretty much only talk about anime there. Okay. Dylan says, just bought the Yema Superman French Air Force, so hype. They're sending me a watch to review, and I think it might be a speed graph chronograph. No hints. Just kidding, I gave you a huge hint. I think it's a speed graph chrono. Daniel Hill says, you should appear on an episode of Govberg Jewelers Philadelphia. Please make more shirts. I want one. We have multiple shirts there. Check out some shirts at the Time Teller shop. And Govberg Jewelers probably has no idea I exist, so it's not a big deal. We are at 100 more people for this live stream. Guess what, guys? I'm wearing the same watch as I was on the last live stream that happened a second ago. I'm wearing a Seiko Tuna. Guys, and if you really want to support the shop, then check out the 4 watches from the current collection. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I drinking out of? A gallon jug, because it's 100 degrees outside, and I'm live streaming for an hour. So, give me a freaking break! This is a job, okay? I'm here working, so I need to stay hydrated. And you guys have me thinking about pizza, so now I want pizza. It's all good. Milcom, the moderator, has a link to the Time Teller shop. If one of you guys wants to pick up a watch, we have 4 watches available in the current collection. My favorite being the Longines Ultrachron, high beat movement. It's 14 karat gold bezel. Check it out. It's all good. I just took care of it. Do you know why YouTube doesn't send emails notifications anymore? It's because YouTube's always changing. So half my viewers don't get notified when I upload. The other half does. Yada, yada, yada. Think about how many channels there are. And think about how many subscribers there are on all of these various channels. There's going to be some hiccups. I get it. I saw your video about cleaning watches after a day on the beach. Can the same process be implied? applied to bronze watches, yeah, you're gonna get some patina though if you go in any water or any sodium. That's going to have a reaction with the bronze, but you know that's why you get a bronze watch though, is so that it can age and patinate. How old would you consider a watch to have to be in order to call it vintage? Well, it's not a subjective thing, it's actually an objective thing, so it's not my opinion. Technically, something has to be 30 years or older to be considered vintage. So 30 years or older in the commodities market is considered vintage. So it's not a subjective thing. So it's not like, oh, in my opinion, that's vintage. No, it either is or it is not. So 30 years, past that, it's vintage. Under that, it's not vintage yet. I'm technically vintage as well. I'm 31 years old. So I am a vintage human. That's very depressing, and I kind of don't want to live stream anymore. Just kidding. Is that an antique map of Boston on the wall? Yes, we have Boston here, and we have California here, because I grew up in New England. Now I live in California. So it's kind of, this has been my life. I was born here in Santa Monica, then I moved here, and then I now live here again. How expensive would it be to start a watch company? No idea, dude. Very expensive, very expensive, excuse me. Adam H, certified T3 bot, says banh mi or lobster rolls. Why not both, dude? You can't make me choose. Dude, a good buttery lobster roll is delicious. But banh mi, if you have good bread, banh mi is like, I say both, dude. What do I want right now? Now that I'm thinking of a lobster roll, probably a lobster roll. But I love banh mi. For those of you who don't know what banh mi is, it's a Vietnamese hoagie, essentially. It's a hoagie, French influenced, because France had a lot of influence over Vietnam. They did their little Vietnamese twist on it, and it's delicious. No, but literally, it's a Vietnamese sub, and it's really good. Matt B, certified T3 bot. I really want to get an Omega Constellation vintage. Any chance you'll get one in? I have a watch sourcing service, Matt. So if you want to click that link, I will help you if you're serious. You're probably going to have to leave a deposit, and I'll literally find you one. But we can't do all this work for people who are just going to back out of a deal. So if you're down to leave a deposit, I will literally find you the watch that you want. Hi Jory, why do you only deal in vintage watches? Why not new watches? Because that's the market that I want to be in. That's what I'm interested in. I don't really care to be an AD. I don't want to be a distributor of new watches. I think that's kind of boring. I personally own more vintage watches than new watches, so that's just what I'm into. What is the oldest watch in my collection? Probably my Elgin Small Seconds. That's gotta be in the 1930s. I think that's the oldest watch that I own. Then I own a Hamilton Brock, which is of similar age. And then I own a Rolex Bubbleback 2940, which is from 1940. Then I own a Vacheron 4533C from 1945. So I have a few what I would consider very old watches. Great question. Jay Anderson, are the watches on the T3 shop from your collection or from another source? Yeah, dude. I restock every week with watches from my collection. It's just my way of unloading. No, dude, I source these watches and I curate them and I sell them. How the heck would I be able to do weekly restocks of watches only that I like have owned prior? They're technically my watches because I purchased them and I get them serviced, but they're for you guys. I buy them to sell them. That's how it works. Just curious, has Link ever caught a mouse? No, because I don't live... First of all, my cats are only indoor cats, number one. Number two, thankfully, let me put this down. Thankfully, my house does not have any rodents in it. The pigs in blankets, certified T3 bot. Thank you so much, guys. You freaking rock. That is 3 certified T3 bots in this live stream. You guys freaking rock. We cannot do any of this without you guys. Seriously, 6 pieces of content a week is not an easy task. It's easy because I'm passionate about what I'm doing, but I'm very excited. Thank you so much. And my editors are thankful as well. Thank you so much. The pigs in blankets, certified T3 bot. I don't know why I want to say it in a German accent. No rodents in the house, but could be in the beard. Wink. Is it okay to trade your watch or sell it, especially at the sub 1K price point? I mean, you tell me. It's what you want to do, brother. I can't tell you. If you feel comfortable selling your watch for something else that you want, do it. Ever been sold a fake watch? Not yet, because I do my due diligence. Captain Cop Connor says, as a young collector, I get a lot of criticism for collecting, often because I feel people find it a very richy rich. But I don't have any big names so far. How do you suggest I handle this? Tell them to focus on themselves. Say, hey, how about you focus less on what I'm doing and focus more on what you're doing? That's what I say to myself whenever people, dude. If you think you get criticism for collecting watches, think about the stuff I deal with on like a hourly basis from all my episodes. I get people bringing up my religion because apparently my name sounds Jewish, I look Jewish, I am Jewish. I hardly bring it up on the channel, but every minute someone on one of my 600 episodes has to bring up that I'm a reptilian or something. And people say the most vile comments about me, about how I look, about what I say, this, that, the other thing. And in my head, I just chuckle because I'm like, wow, if this person only put as much effort into their own life as they do about putting my life down, then maybe they'd be successful. But instead, they're doing nothing and I am living the dream, baby. So yeah, if someone wants to make fun of you for collecting watches, be like, hey, focus on yourself, dude. Let me do my thing and maybe you can do your thing. Matt B, certified T3 bot, says, I constantly criticize Jory for being Goodman. What do you think? You're better than me? Matt B, that's clever. You know the number one thing I've gotten my whole entire life? What's your name? Jory, last name please? Goodman? Oh, do you think you're a good man? Are you a good man? More like bad man. It's like, oh my god, because it's good and man. Oh, baby! Yo, you should try out for Saturday Night Live. One here. Do precious metals help protect the investment in vintage watch as opposed to steel? Yeah. I mean, just objectively speaking, the demand and interest in precious materials, it's that will ultimately. It's hard to say. Okay, so here's what I will say. The demand and interest that is backing precious metals and precious materials will help the value retention on your watch if you have precious materials in your watch, okay? But that's not the only thing, okay? Because there are stainless steel watches that are worth more than precious metal watches. So the reason I had to take a moment was because I don't want you thinking just because you have a gold watch, it's always going to be more valuable than a stainless steel watch. For instance, Paul Newman Daytona, that's stainless steel. I have a solid gold, 18 karat gold President, Rolex President. That Paul Newman Daytona that sold for $1 bajillion is worth more than my precious metal Rolex. That's just how it works. Animated jewelry is best jewelry. Podcast stage certified T3 bot says, dude, you're reptilian too? I thought I was the only one. Reptilian elite. The moon is flat. Indiglow. What is Indiglow? Is this like my new nickname or something? Warren Jones, you need a soundboard to do bubble noises for your videos while you're drinking on here. Tell Gato, dude. Gato's got to push some buttons live. Flat moon. Don't let the media and the reptilians lie to you. The earth is round, but the moon is flat, okay? The moon is flat. Let's get that right. Elon Musk is going to expose it. He's going to send people up there. They're going to mine gold. They're going to destabilize the precious metal market because Elon Musk is going to go up and he's going to mine all the gold off of the flat moon. He's going to expose everything, and then that's going to destabilize the precious metal market, and the world is going to collapse. That's just what it is. Don't let Big Moon fool you. Your boy. Big Moon wants to lie to you. The bull of a lunar pilot, I won't wear that because it's lunar, referring to the moon. And guess what? The moon is flat. If the bull of a lunar, if the moon was round, why are watches flat? Mike Kalustian, certified T3 bot, wants another wristwatch check. What's everyone in the chat wearing? He's wearing a Victorinox green Inox. Very tough watch. Guys, what watches are you wearing? Let us know. Young Excellency, so should I sell my silver now? No, you're going to want to keep that silver, melt it down into silver bullets, because when the reptilians come down, I am on your side, guys, but I'm going to be honest, the rest of the reptilians, they're not on your side. You might need that. Can smartwatches kill the market in the future? I think the opposite is going to happen. Smartwatches become obsolete the second they're made. So, no, I don't think so. Jory, what brand dress shirts do you wear? Polo. Polo. And then, like, my actual, like, dress shirts that I'd wear with, like, a jacket and stuff are Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers went out of business for a little while. They filed for bankruptcy. But we still love them. Your polo makes you look like mother of pearl. Kind of iridescent a little bit. Daniel Hill says, got it, thank you, you're a good man. I'm a bad man, get it? Marco, Jory's shirt. I got it. Polo. Matt B, Brooks Brothers filed for bankruptcy the beginning of last month. They were preparing to get reacquired by another holding group so that they can keep fulfilling orders. I think they're still in business technically, but they are in the process of being reacquired. My most and least favorite Swatch Group brand. My ultimate favorite Swatch Group brand is probably Omega. My least favorite is... There's so many. Let me look them up. Omega's my favorite. I think Omega and Glasuta Original. Wow, this freaking... It's gonna upset you guys. Rado. Rado is my least favorite Swatch Group brand, easily. I had to double check that they were part of Swatch Group, for sure. Rado is far and away the worst Swatch Group brand. Why do I dislike Bauhaus designs? And then he says German watches. Here's the thing, ya boy. Not all German watches are Bauhaus. Glasuta Original is not Bauhaus. Okay? So, yes, Bauhaus design came from Germany, but not all Bauhaus designed watches are German. Alright? And not all German watches are Bauhaus. Let's just get that straight. Zinn, not Bauhaus. Glasuta, not Bauhaus. Some Stowa watches are Bauhaus. A lot are not. Bauhaus design, by definition, is modern and sterile. I don't like that. Minimalist, modern, sterile design, just not my cup of tea. That's, you know, your worst watch snob moment. I don't have watch snob moments. I have opinions. The same way you guys should have opinions. If someone is trying to censor you because you have an opinion on something and they want to call you a name, whether it be a snob or some other name, then they are being the snobs because they're the ones that are trying to censor you, okay? So voice your opinions, say whatever the heck you want, and if someone wants to call you a name for it, they're the idiots, not you. They might call you an idiot, but if they're the ones that are that butthurt about your opinion, they might need to look in the mirror a bit. All right? So my worst watch snob moment, I don't have any. It's absurd. Yeah, Vince Goodrum used to hate me. I think Vince probably did call me a watch snob. Big deal. See, if you get to know someone, you can probably find some common ground, and then you'll be fine. Like, I have friends that wear Invicta watches, and we're fine. That's cool. You know Austin? You guys know Austin, because he's been in like multiple videos on this channel. He wears a Vincero watch. He wears a Vincero because he doesn't really care about watches. Big Pizza Pie says, hey T3, I finally catch your live stream. Work has been nuts, so I don't usually catch your streams. How are you, brother? Big Pizza Pie is like literally one of my first subscribers. I think he subscribed like before I had 100 subscribers. So big round of applause for Big Pizza Pie because he's the freaking man. And I think that like he literally subscribed when I had like around 100 subscribers, which is ridiculous. Yeah, Big Pizza Pie subscribed around the 50 mark. How crazy. So he's literally seen the arc of my channel. He's seen me from the beginning all the way to when I became apparently a snob right now. Daniel Hill, do I ever dress Link or Seiko up in clothing? No, we have one knitted hat that we put on Linky once in a while, and then no. Watch this guy, Certified T3 Bot says, everyone always wanted a piece of me on Saturday and made me miss it. Pissed off right now. You're here, dude. Don't worry. We're here. We're going to be here for a little bit. Captain Cop Connor says, do you think a gold watch and a blue suit would go well together? I don't see why not. I think most dress watches traditionally are of precious metal. So yeah. See, here's another thing. T. White, I don't agree with you. He says Bauhaus is pure class. As far as dress watches go, they're my go-to. However, I understand the dislike if you like flashier pieces. Here's what you might be missing, T. White. There is a huge, 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 huge space between Bauhaus and flashy. Everything not Bauhaus is not immediately flashy. Bauhaus is the definition of modern sterility. It is sterile. So something that's not Bauhaus is not immediately flashy. It's just Bauhaus is as minimalist as you can get. So something a bit flashier than Bauhaus does not make it flashy. I don't like gaudy Invictas. Like, on one end you have like the Invicta Zeus Bolt, and then on the other end you have like a Bauhaus watch. There's like a huge space in between that. So that's where I have to kind of push back a little bit. It's, yeah, Young Excellency. It's Bauhaus or Daytona Rainbow. Nothing in the middle. Sterile, that's also an opinion. Bauhaus is a design, not the epitome of sterile. Yeah, it is. Sterile is cleanliness. And that's what Bauhaus is. Bauhaus is made up of lines and shapes. I'm not going to argue. This is not an opinion. Subjectively, I think Bauhaus is ugly. Objectively, Bauhaus is sterile. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm not gonna say objectively Bauhaus is ugly, because that would be an opinion. So I think it's great people like Bauhaus watches, and it's just not for me. That's perfectly fine. Tissot or Seiko for a first automatic watch? Probably Seiko. Raj says, hi Jory, how are you, my friend? It's been a while. Good to see you growing, bro. Heck yeah, dude. Where have you been, bro? Thoughts on Munchkin cats? They're cute to look at, but I'm more for adopting, rescuing cats. I don't want to go to a breeder to get a specific cat when there's so many cats that are being euthanized at shelters. You gotta save them, guys. Podcast Stage Certified T3 Bot says, Jory, what are you doing? Respecting people of different opinions than you? You know you can't do that on the internet. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. You better stop. Oh wait, podcast, I forgot. I'm a watch snob. You're right. Bauhaus sucks. It's objectively the worst design ever. Nugget says, my dream watch is the Seiko Tune. I think you meant the Seiko Tune. You introduced me to it. It'll be a few years since I'm 13. Well, Mazel Tov, you'll get it eventually. Don't worry. I didn't have a Seiko Tuna when I was 13. So just chill. You'll get it. Can you point me to a Seiko watch with an SKX style, but with a backlight or illuminator? Seiko doesn't make watches like that, Miguel. Seiko doesn't use backlights. Joel says, you watch snobbery. Ever think of comparing high quality replica to a real luxury watch? Maybe in the future, but right now I don't feel like even spending money on one. Lord Elgin, I don't think Seiko ever used a backlight on a mechanical watch. Hey, Linky! Seiko Arnie, but not mechanical. Also, the new Seiko Arnie has a plastic shroud. What's your favorite watch with a car company mashup? Probably IWC and Mercedes. Why should be a backlight? Why should be a backlight on mechanical watch? I don't know what I don't know what you said, but I guess my answer is I don't know. Link is watch snobbish. I agree. Different strokes for different folks, Hugo says. I agree. Different strokes for different folks. I say that could be like a slogan on this channel. Thoughts on Rolex Dominoes? I think it's funny. It's not for me. It's quirky. It's a novelty watch. I would never wear one, but worst quality luxury brand? Panerai. Duke of Calgary, tag isn't quality. Tag's not quality at all. Diego, have I heard of Dan Henry? Yeah, not a fan. Dan Henry is lazy. The Time Teller channel does not recommend Dan Henry watches. Oh, Adam A. Certified C3. I prefer the Rolex Tony's. Yep, Tony's Pizza. That's the only Rolex pizza mashup I will wear. Roni, what's the difference between a watch with a 100-meter water resistance rating with no threaded crown and one with a threaded crown? Well, the difference would be that one watch has a threaded crown and the other doesn't. Have I ever had a bad experience with a watch dealership? Kind of. I spoke to JLC, a JLC boutique in Beverly Hills. And they pretty much... What the heck? Link, your fur is all over my desk. And I don't know who I spoke to, but they were incredibly rude. And yeah, it was just mind-blowing. Now, I wasn't there in person. It was on the phone. But that was probably the worst experience I've had. Because the dude, I was talking to them on the phone in regards to trying to get more information about being able to film in their boutique, because I was writing an episode about reversos at the time. And the dude was like, you're gonna have to speak to Richemont Group. And he was French, he had a French accent. He's like, you're going to have to speak to Richemont. I was like, I have to speak to Richemont Group? Can't I get some approval from like some like regional, like corporate exec or something? And the dude was like incredibly rude to me. So that's a huge bummer. Still love JLC though, but the people at their boutique in Beverly Hills, huge jerks. Lord Elgin, if you ever get tired of wearing your Panerai, you can just use it as a wall clock. True. What are my thoughts on the Tissot Vizzo date? Vintage ones, very nice. Current ones, boring. Ernesto says, greetings from Guadalajara. He's a fan of the Nomos Tangente first edition. Very cool. Aaron, LA is getting more rude, isn't it? LA has always been pretty rude. People aren't used... Yeah, I don't know. LA is a weird place, guys. Raj, Jory, you probably already covered this. Would love to know what you think on the pricing of the new 62 Mass reissue of the Willard. Their limited edition watches are too expensive. They're far too expensive. Seiko made a huge mistake. They're too expensive. That's all I'll say about that. Do you ever sneeze in heavy dust rooms? No, never. I've never sneezed in my life. What? We're friendly out in the valley. Yeah, but you're in the valley, dude. Come to downtown. Come downtown. Just kidding, don't go downtown. Thoughts on doctor's watches? I own a Hamilton doctor's watch. I wonder if the H in Waltham is silent. You understand that the TH is a th, so I don't, like, so it'd be Waltham? It's Waltham. And it's not a French company. It's an American company that became Swiss. So it's Waltham. It's actually, if you're from there, it's Waltham. But yeah. Doctor's watches, what makes them different? Well, traditionally, Doctor's watch had a small seconds that wasn't so small. So it had two dials, essentially, one to tell the time, and the other had a big second dial so that you could easily count someone's heart rate. Or blood pressure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm saying vitals. Whatever doctors do. I don't know. Ask my dad. Breitling Super Ocean. Yeah, good watch. Kind of boring. Not my favorite. Reading comments. Do you like the clocks in your car, Jory? Would you swap it out for a brand name? Well, in my Rubicon, it's just the clock in my car is like a small little digital backlit like thing on the radio, because it's like an old TJ. And then in the STI, it's on the, I have a digital boost gauge that I can actually, the STI is like a jet plane, dude. There's like 3 screens. It's crazy. But the main clock is on one of the boost gauge screens. And so I don't think I could replace, like, I don't think I'd ever replace it with anything else because I like that interface. What are my thoughts on Warzone Season 5? The zip lines up that take you up to the buildings are hilarious because I get so many kills on those. I just go up into the downtown buildings and I just wait, and my team, we have people watching the staircase, we have people watching the elevator, and I'll just watch the zip line. And then when people come up, I just destroy teams. I think that there's less glitches this season than there was in the last season. The last season had huge cheating problems. It was ridiculous. Do I have a favorite novel? Yes, Redwall. From Brian Jacques. I actually have it here on, you can't see it, but I have a few bookshelves behind the camera. And Redwall from Brian Jacques is my favorite novel. Ever since I was little. Open Stadium? Dude, I landed in Stadium 2 days ago by myself, and I got 10 kills immediately. People were such trash, dude. You want to step to me? I swear to God. Destroyed them. Ever thought of getting a track toy? Yeah, I had a track toy, dude. My 370Z was fully gutted. You could smell the gasoline, like, from like 3 blocks away. That thing was ridiculous. Connie enjoyed it, and then after a while she didn't like driving in it because it was like way too stiff. Like the thing handled ridiculously, but it was a little much. And I'm actually working on getting something else right now. I teased my channel members about it, and that's where we are right now. Guys, if you'd like to see an extra piece of content, hear me out. I'm not selling anything to you guys right now. How many of you here, there's 130 people, how many of you here would like an extra weekend episode dedicated to something not watch related? It might be vehicle related. How many of you here would like an extra piece of content? So a 7th piece of content that has to do with potentially a car. How many of you? Comment in the comment section right now. Derek, certified T3 bot, says yes. Okay, so pretty much everyone here. Your boy says that's an offer he can't refuse. Well, watch guy, obviously I have my Rubicon, obviously I have my Subaru, but what if there was something else? Would you guys be interested in that? So obviously I would talk about the 2 cars you already know about, but what if there was something else? Would you guys be interested in that? Captain, Jory's getting an F40. Oh my god, dude. Could you imagine if I just showed up in an F40? It was like, hey guys. What happened to the other channel? The other channel turned into my membership channel. So Time Away turned into my membership channel where I upload once a week content outside of the watch world. But talking about another piece of content on the weekend that I would upload. So it would be 7 pieces of content a week. I roll up in the F40 and I just don't own any watches. And there's like a blow up mattress in it as well because I have to live in it. All right, well, that's some food for thought. Yeah, baby. Linky's excited. Well, I'm not telling you what's going on, but we will see. So everybody wants to know what happened to the Time Away channel. That turned into the membership channel. So I figured I'm making content away from watches, so why not upload that in a place where I know people are, which is the T3 Discord chat. Rizab Jones says, you do a good job on reviews. Thank you so much, man. Young Excellency says, Jory's building a sports car. His beard is building a tank. Jay Anderson says, Link agrees. Come here, Linky. You haven't been on camera today. You haven't been on camera today. Would I ever try competitive eating? No. I think that's very grotesque. Oh, look at this boy. We're just fattening Link up so that we can put him in a stew. But he doesn't know that. Oh, Linky beef stew. Linky beef stew. Linky beef stew. He's the best, huh? Your boy says, share some. The forbidden stew. Oh, he's trying to get to my water bottle. Now you're losing me with the cat talk. Okay, Ted. Well, don't worry. Ted, you just lost me because you just got banned. Ha! What a loser. Top 5 movies of all time. Last Action Hero, Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze, Akira, Ninja Scrolls, and Bloodsport. Just kidding. Surf Ninjas. Yeah, he never meows when I pick him up because he wants to be picked up. He meows until I pick him up and then he chills. Man, your movie tastes suck. Well, it was mostly a joke, but your comment taste sucked. Wow, dude, Banhammer is on like fully automatic right now. I'm on a combo. Bring it on, guys, bring it on. He trusts me. Yeah, he's my best friend. I think he was trying to knock over the tripod though, so I put him down. Pocket watches in 2020, not my thing. Not my thing. Jory the Gladiator. Matt B says, I'm hungry. Need Lee Bishop to suggest a Saturday feast. His wife is going to make him something with no meat in it, though. Why is there little love in the watch community for Blanc Pan? Because they, other than their Villeray series and maybe their 50 Fathoms, they've kind of, I don't know, not super interesting right now. And they started making those X-rated watches that I'm not into. It's kind of become a joke. Warren Jones, don't get why there's so many negative people in the chat. If you don't enjoy the stream, go find something else. Yeah, it's people are losers, dude. They don't have any, they don't feel significant, okay? They have a, this is gonna get a little bit woo-woo. Okay, first of all, there's a question, actually. X-rated watches, Lord Elgin, check out the channel where I bring up literally X-rated watches. Milcom, can you link that? It's about like adult watches. It's a whole subset of watches that I've made an episode about, and it's hilarious. Matt B says, that's my favorite watches. Yes, it's erotic horology, if you want to check it, or I call it horology. Just kidding, we're gonna get demonetized. Anyway, do I like Mexican food? Absolutely, I live in Los Angeles. Ton of really good Mexican food here. What was I saying? Oh, about the trolls. Guys, don't let it bother you, because here's the thing. Humans need food, water, shelter, and significance. Without a feeling of significance, humanity is nothing. People won't want to eat. People won't want to drink. People won't care about their house or anything. They need to feel fulfilled, right? So when these idiots in the comment section, they see someone else doing something that they'd either like to do or that they feel jealous of, or something scares them, right? Because I'm here for an hour and a half now talking to hundreds of people that, you know, I could say anything. They could say anything about me. That probably makes them a little scared, a little vulnerable, and they don't like that, so they attack it. And how do they feel a little bit more significant? Well, they say something mean in a live stream comment section in hopes that it makes me feel a little down. Well, guess what? It doesn't. In fact, I'm gonna forget about these people the second I turn this live stream off. So I'm gonna go back to making really good content, having fun with my girlfriend, buying watches, cars, living in Los Angeles, doing whatever I want. And they can be, you know, in their mom's basement saying mean things to someone they've never met on the internet. It's fine. You know, different strokes for different folks. Release a diss track. But what you need to understand, guys, just like I told that younger guy in the comment section, if someone's making fun of you, you know, we should pity them. I wish that they only focused on themselves a little more than they focused on me, and then maybe they would feel a bit more significant in their small, tiny, pitiful lives. Rant over. Anyway. Young Excellency says, I'll have you know I'm in my mom's attic. Thoughts on Swatch? Dude, for a beginner, even for not a beginner, Swatch is really fun. I have a bunch of swatches from the 90s. Super fun, why not? Unlimited money, what watch makes your cart straight away? Probably a solid gold Rolex 660 with the bracelet. If I could get one of those, unlimited money, bing bang boom. It wouldn't even be in the cart, dude, because it'd be on my wrist. And then I would absolutely get a Creator HE2, because that's obviously a watch I want. And then for daily, Rolex 1016. Thoughts on a, let me see. Yema Flygraph arrived and I'm in love. Great watch for the money. Ben, enjoy it. Really badass watch. Guess what? I think Yema just sent me a Speedgraph automatic chronograph. I don't know, but I think they just sent it to me. Matt B, what's the most overrated Seiko? Linky, stop that. Come here. He's trying to get into the drawers in my desk. He knows he's not supposed to do that. Most overrated Seiko, probably the 5KX. I think that's very, very overrated. Romain, hello Jory, would you do an episode about the differences between patina, like an honest patina, and then an effed up dial? Yeah, I think that'd be an interesting discussion, but herein lies the issue. That's somewhat subjective. My phone's running out of batteries. That's somewhat subjective, okay? Because there's a fine line between like a tropical dial, a patinated dial, and then just a destroyed dial. So I would say that nice patina is tasteful damage, because technically patination is damage, right? So a tasteful bit of damage. Now what is tasteful to me might not be tasteful to you, and then again, this is a nice topic to explore that we might have to make an episode about, but you know, some people have much less of a tolerance for patination, and some people love it super patinated. So it is what it is. But really interesting topic to explore. We're gonna have to do that. Captain Cop Connor says, I'm gonna head out, Jory. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for joining the live stream, bro. Romain, you just did an introduction for the episode. Hey. We're gonna have to do it. Best watch release of the year, value plus complication. That's an easy one. Aaron, I think it's going to be the Vacheron 1 of 1 titanium in tantalum overseas. It's incredible. It's an incredible watch. Unfortunately, it's only 1 of 1, but that's, I think, the best watch. I think I made an episode about that. Yeah, I think I made an episode about that. Tantalum, not tantalum, it's tantalum, is another really strong metal, I suppose. How would you fix Squale as a brand? I wouldn't have them as a brand. Vince Goodrum, certified T3 bot, says, I know I've been quiet. I'm building an online grocery store. But you want your watch for the week. Yes, please. Mazel tov on that business, by the way. Good luck with that. I'll be shopping there as long as you can have some Tony's Pizzas. I'll be ordering from you. Let's finish up this live stream, because we've been doing it for an hour and a half, 30 minutes on the last one, an hour on this one, and my phone is dying. But let's go ahead and take a look. Oh my gosh, Vince, what did you bring us today? Stand by. what's funny. This is actually not the worst out of the ones that you've shown. What is this, and why is it so expensive? It's almost $15,000. Okay, this has some craftsmanship behind it, at least. It's not like an Invicta. 43 by 35, 18 karat rose gold. It's hideous. It is absolutely hideous. Why is it this expensive? I love this. It says retail price $68,500. Oh my lord. That's not for me. Oh my lord. Jory could pull it off. Thanks, Matt Beep. How much is shipping? I don't know, but if you want to get it with a care plan, it's $949.99 just for the care plan. The price is what's ugly. It is so expensive for no reason. The retail was $70,000. You can get it now for $15,000, and a care plan is $1,000. Holy cow. It looks like something from Fallout. Yeah, Warren, you're spot on. Gary Weisenberger says, one day I got a 19 FP gifts. Do you care? I don't know what that means, but he says, do you care? What does that mean, dude? Anyway, my phone is dying, so we're gonna have to wrap this live stream up. Technically, we did 2 live streams today. So, oh, enjoy your fountain pens, bro. Very cool. I'm not a fountain pen guy, I'm a lefty. So when I write, I smudge already with normal pens. So with fountain pens, it's just that much harder. I'm not talented enough to write with a fountain pen. Vince, thank you for that. That hot lens watch, ridiculously ugly. But here's the deal, guys. Have a great weekend. Whatever Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You know, there's only 7 days to choose from. But whenever you're watching this, whether it be the replay or right now, thank you for joining in. Special thanks to my certified T3 bots. We got 2 new ones here. Give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. We can't do the content here without my certified T3 bots. We got 2 new ones, Podcast and Danny English, certified T3 bot. You guys freaking rock. Also, special thanks to my channel moderators. Milcom was here today. We cannot do it without Milcom. You freaking rock. Milcom's quick on the draw with the links. Pew, pew, you need a link? Pew, Milcom's got it. You want to see this product? Pew, Milcom's got it. Milcom's the man. And then also, round of applause for all the viewers. You guys. Again, there's a bunch of ways to support the channel. You can click the links in the description. You can join the channel memberships. You can buy stuff from my shop. But the easiest way is just to do what you're doing and watch the content I make, because this content would be nothing without someone watching it. So you, right now, watching it, thank you so much. And yeah, guys, get out of your comfort zone. Do something. Do something you've wanted to do. You can't always play it safe. Get out of your comfort zone. That's number 1. Number 2, tell someone you love them. You shouldn't have to go a moment without telling someone you love them. So I'll start it off. I love you guys, each and every one of you. You could have been anywhere today, but you chose to spend this morning with me, and I really do appreciate that. I look forward to live streams every single week. So thank you guys, and yeah, have a great one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. I'll see you guys on Monday.